Hello, let's talk about spending plans and generic resources because who doesn't enjoy that? So, generic resources in the self determination program are your friend. They will help you maximize those funds like nothing else. You could have a tiny budget and use generic resources and do an amazing job. Okay, so don't be afraid, like, oh, this isn't for me. I don't have thousands of dollars. You could have a $5,000 budget, and life could be better in self determination than it is with the traditional system. Okay, that's my view, and I've seen it happen. So I would love to support you to get to that point. So, spending plans must address the goals with the services in them. All right. So I'm going to show you how to do this in our group, in our class, and the recording will be there. So I'm not going to show you how to fill in the blanks in this video. I'm just going to talk about the spending plan and the generic resources. I'll make another video with the spending plan sample that I have, and you can use it then. All right. So they address the goals created in the person-centered plan. A spending plan does. So then you can only use allowable expenses. So no room and board, no food. So that's a thing to consider as well. So there are generic resources. There are friends, right? School. If school has already denied something, make sure you hold on to those denial letters. Private insurance might be able to do part of it, and maybe you can use self-determination for the other part. Community education programs, the ones that are really good, can be amazing. Now, we all know that there's some community education programs that aren't really good, but if you have like a Parks and Rec department in your community, use it. All right, like make that happen, maximize these funds. Okay. The YMCA might have lower cost events, and they may have inclusion specialists on staff. Those kinds of things. And if that's not your jam, that's cool. Just know that your spending plan and generic resources may not be as effective. So let's say you have a community education program, but you also have a private dance class, you might want to consider like which one would better meet your loved one's needs. And then let's say you've got another Club 21 friend and you want to like play date at my house this week, play date at your house next week, and then switch, whatever, just help each other. If you're both in self-determination, maximize your funds across that direction as well. I have a really good friend up in Fresno whose daughter is in self-determination, and her best friend's daughter is in self-determination, and her other best friend's daughter, and they live together in a house, and they have figured out how to take these three plans and make them fabulous. Like they are living their best lives, and life is really good. So the spending plans, again, you have your goal, and then the services that meet that goal. And then there's a bunch of information about how much it costs, how often you do it, how many months a year you need to use it. All of that cost in the formulas inside of the Excel spreadsheet. That's another piece of information to share with you in another area. But the generic resources are really important and helpful. Use them as your friend.